Newport News City Council is taking a new step, banning people from carrying guns inside city buildings like City Hall here behind me. Open carry was already banned, but now that ban will extend to people who are concealing and carrying. With gun control issues being such a hot topic, I'm getting reaction from people who live here in Newport News and talking with a legal expert.
Virginia, once again, puts in another useless gun law that is misguided. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is now brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification, multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like the channel, like content, and what I do, you can support me with the link. Everything's appreciated. And as always, if your comment is removed, just realize that this is happening with gun-related channels. We're being scrutinized a lot more. If I remove your comment, I will tell you. So just be aware that it's happening. Let's talk about this. And we go to Newport News, Virginia. Now, if you remember, Virginia gun owners just literally, no pun intended, dodged a bullet when they tried to push through an assault weapons ban, which Governor Youngkin basically vetoed. But it doesn't stop the municipality from pushing their own ideals. Newport News, in a 6-1 vote, the City Council has approved and expanding a gun ban in city buildings.
Councilwoman Vick? For. Councilwoman Woodbury? For.
With a 6-1 vote, guns are now banned from city buildings in Newport News. The move comes following a security audit from the Department of Homeland Security.
Now, they claim, once again, this is about safety. But you're passing a law that only law-abiding will follow, and it's going to have other consequences, which I will discuss in a little bit. But it always comes down to, do you honestly think that someone who's hell-bent on doing damage at a city or a government building is going to stop and think, well, there's a law that says I can't bring a gun in here? It's backwards and, once again, misguided. I will bring you into here, but Newport News City Council approves expanding gun ban in city buildings. Open concealed carry now banned. Guns are now banned from Newport News city buildings following a 6-1 vote by Newport News City Council. The move comes following a security audit from the Department of Homeland Security. Open carry was already banned, but Tuesday night's vote expands the ban to include concealed carry. Quote, I'm not surprised because I think that's where the trend is going, Newport News resident Glenn Woodall said. While not surprised, Woodall doesn't agree with the city council's decision because it only applies to those who don't commit crime. If you have concealed and open carry in a government building, or you don't have open and concealed carry, it does not change the fact that somebody who's going to commit a crime and a murder in a government building is going to be prevented because of a piece of paper with some wording on it. It's not going to happen, but he believes that this will lead to more guns being left in cars, and that's the other ideal that I was referring to, because people pulling into the parking lot of a government building will say, oh, I can't go in there with guns, so they're going to leave the guns in the car. That's more inviting for people to start breaking into cars to get the guns. But, quote, I think that it's just going to create a new market for bad guys to know that there's going to be a higher percentage of vehicles with unattended and probably unsecured firearms, explained Woodall. That issue was brought up by people who spoke at Tuesday's City Council meeting. Councilman Cleon Long addressed that. Quote, our parking lots are secured and monitored, so the thought that your car is going to be broken into, I think that's not of concern, said Long.
Our secure parking lots are secured and monitored, so the thought that your car is going to be broken into, well, the thought that your car is going to be broken into, I think that's not for concern.
You may be saying, wait a minute, what about the Second Amendment? News 3 asked legal expert Dr. Eric Clavel about Wednesday. Quote, based on gun-free zone acts from the federal law and given the Commonwealth of Virginia's latitude provided to localities in order to provide ban guns on public property, more than likely this will be protected act by or ordinance by cities for public safety purposes, Clavel said, which it's not going to actually do, but At council meeting, Newport News Mayor Philip Jones said efforts to increase safety won't stop with the gun ban.
At the council meeting, Newport News Mayor Philip Jones said efforts to increase safety won't stop with the gun ban.
We're not going to go into every single security detail, but you are going to see metal detectors in a lot of city buildings if this does pass here tonight. With the advice of Homeland Security, we are now living in a different time in which multiple people on this council have received credible death threats.
But what does that have to do with banning guns at a city building? If they're having individual threats, they live in the government building 24/7? No. So it's not going to work. But the ban will not apply to sworn law enforcement officers, active duty members of the military acting within the scope of their official duty, security guards working for or contracted by the city, and people authorized by the Federal Law Enforcement Safety Act to carry a gun. Let's come out of that. This will not prevent anything. It's misguided. Because only the law-abiding will follow it. It's like you're beating a dead horse. It's just mind-numbing when you see people do things like this and then say this is for the public safety. Telling good people what they can and cannot do does not change the face of crime and those who commit it. It actually emboldens them because now they know there are fewer people there who might be able to prevent them from doing the act that they want to do. It's the same thing as gun-free zones at schools. It makes them a shooting gallery. But expect liberal-minded entities and municipalities to keep pushing for things like this. And unfortunately, it's the same thing. It's almost like, how do you red pill a liberal? You give them what they want. You want a gun ban at a government building, claim it will prevent shootings. You more than likely could encourage them at the same time. Chances of it happening are very slim, but very slim is still a chance. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.